Hi, good morning. Arthur Chisholm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting with Pastor Roger Washington. And this choir is right. It's ready. And we're ready to take you right now into service. And now we give you Pastor Roger Washington.
Bibles in church, would you join me please in the book of Acts for today's message, in the book of Acts. And if you would turn to Acts, the 9th chapter, that's where you'll find me. Back in the day, we used to have drive-ins. When we wanted to get a little meal at night, we used to drive down to Mama Cake's and pull in a little drive-in booth, and they would bring the meal to us. So if you came up in your spiritual automobile today, park it right in Acts 9. Now, and Saul arose from the earth. You know when he was knocked down from his beast. Sometimes, have you ever known anybody in life that was riding high and the Lord had to knock them down? You actually have known people like that? Oh, okay. Nobody in here like that. Oh, a couple of people in the back raising their hand. Well, I got 3 honest people in the house. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, we just have to pray for the rest of us. And Saul arose from the earth after he had been knocked down. And when his eyes were open, you know, when the Lord knocked you down, some people get knocked down, their eyes still don't come open. Paul's eyes came open spiritually, but not naturally. He saw no man, but he led him by the hand and brought him into a place or city called Damascus. And he was there 3 days without sight. And he was on a 3-day consecration because he didn't eat nor drink. And there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias. And to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias, and he said, Behold, here I am, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, Arise and go into the street, which is called Straight. We don't have a straight street in Myrtle Beach. And inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul. And he is Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he is over there sending up his temper. And has seen in a vision, a man named Ananias coming in and putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight. Now, and Ananias answered the Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he has done to thy saints at Jerusalem. And there he hath authority from the chief priest to bind all that call on thy name. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. Sometimes the Lord don't let you go to your own family because they won't take you serious. They know all about your deeds and what you had done and what you've done with them. So the Lord said, rather than you going through all of that hassle, I'm going to send you to some folk that don't know you. And you're going to be a great blessing to strangers because the people of your own household just keep holding you fast over your head. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. And Ananias went his way and entered into the house, and putting his hands on him said, Brother Saul, the Lord, even Jesus, that appeared unto thee in the way as thou camest, has sent me, that thou mightest receive thy sight. And arose and was baptized. And when he had received meat, he was strengthened. Then was Saul certain days with the disciples there at Damascus. And straightway he preached Christ in the synagogues. He went to church and preached Christ, that he is the Son of God. How do you know it? Because he put his hands on me. Now, I want to use for a subtitle, Prove It. I know I've been changed. Many people around the church testify that they have been changed. But some people fail the prove it test. Oh, I can drive. Then they get to the highway department and flunk big prove it. How do you know when you have God in your life? That is the question for the church. People say, I know the Lord is in me. How do you know it? We are looking for 7 signs of evidence in you and in your life that's in the church that you've been changed. They grew up being neglected, but Peter feeds them.